at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum in Oakland, California. It's the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. Hello, everybody. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning here in Oakland. We have a wet field. The Detroit Lions, Paul, changed quarterbacks a while back, and they've done well.
They sure have. Gary Danielson out of Purdue is really respect from the National Football League Detroit Lions. 3 out of the last 4 weeks, he's produced a victory for the Detroit Lions. He is going to be one of the good quarterbacks in this league.
They have a defensive lineman, a rookie, who has 20.5 sacks.
Lindsey, he may be the best defensive lineman in the National Football League right now. 6'6", 265 pounds. They love him. Big Bubba Baker.
And the Oakland Raiders, well, they're just the Oakland Raiders. When you talk about them, you talk about fellas like Stabler and Casper.
And when you talk about folks, there's a lot of criticism been given to Kenny this year. He's got a league-high 23 interceptions. But believe me, that's the guy you want when you want to put points on the board, especially in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the half or going down to the last 2 minutes of the football game. He is electric. They can score from anywhere. And, of course, Dave Casper, the best tight end in the business.
The Oakland Raiders are on the field. And it's Ray Guy teeing the ball up on the 35-yard line. And here are the officials. Ben Dright, the referee of this crew of Boylston, Glover, McElwee, Javy, Ward, and Millette.
Kane and Calicut will be deep for the Lions. Ray Guy kicking off for the Raiders.
Now you see that's what they call stick 'em, folks. That's Jack Tatum, the free safety for Oakland. He puts it on his ankles. This team, I guess, uses more stick 'em than any football league. Freddie Biletnikoff, I guess, is the #1 user of stick 'em in all of pro football.
That's Rick Kane deep along with Ken Calicut to receive the kickoff from Ray Guy. Game time temperature 55.
Beautiful kick.
And it's taken in the end zone, but it will not be run out, as the election of Rick Kane is to take the touchback, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. The offense now, Gary Danielson at quarterback, Dexter Bussey and Horace King, the running backs for the Detroit Lions. Luther Blue, Fred Scott, David Hill are the receivers. The offensive line, Baldeschweiler, Elias, Terry, Bodine, and Oates. 1st and 10 as Gary Danielson brings them up. He is 118 for 211, 56%, 1 touchdown and 7 interceptions. So on the first play, Dexter Bussey tries to lunge up there, and he picks up about a yard and maybe 2 out to the 22. Here's the defense now. Matusak, Sistrunk, and Phil Yaw is starting. And Hendricks, of course, is a linebacker. And a good one. Monty Johnson, Willie Hall, Phil Filippiano, linebackers for the Oakland Raiders. The deep men are Hayes, Jackson, Phillips, and Tatum. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Detroit Lions at the 22-yard line. Bussey and King are the setbacks. This is Horace King. Stops just 25-yard line. Gain of 3 yards, and it was John Matusak on the tackle along with Willie Hall.
Oakland will alternate a few defensive linemen in there. Mike McCoy will come in and play nose guard for Otis Sistrunk, but they like to keep fresh linemen in the football game. They will be in a 3-4 defense most of the time. And, Lindsey, we've seen Oakland go into that 4-3 on passing situations, trying to get those big guys to rush the passes.
They have Lawrence Gaines in there now for Horace King. Danielson's waiting for the snap. Danielson has the ball. Penalty mark at the line of scrimmage. Passes interception at the 40-yard line. Picked off by Jack Tatum. And Tatum is run out of bounds. But there is a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage to be checked out.
Jack Tatum playing free safety, just laid back there, Lindsey. He saw Gary Danielson looking to his right, and as good free safeties do, the penalty is against Detroit. It'll cost him a turnover. And here it is again. Let's take a look. Watch the play action now. No blitz. Here comes Ted Hendricks jamming up the outside. Now he will continue on the pass rush. Here comes the pass rush. 72 is Matusak. Makes him hurry the throw. And it was intended for David Hill, but it was right in the arms of Jack Tatum.
The call was illegal motion against the Detroit Lions. It was, of course, declined by the Oakland Raiders, who want the football, and they get it on Tatum's interception. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Stabler, the quarterback, Handing it off to Mark Van Egan, his leading rusher. Van Egan stopped just short of the 35-yard line, caught the 36 for 2. Second down and 8. Doug English and John Woodcock made the tackle. Now it's Stabler, Whittington, and Van Egan in the backfield for the Oakland Raiders. Branch, Bradshaw, and Casper. Biletnikoff will begin there from time to time. Shell up, Shaw, Dalby, Marvin, and Lawrence, the offensive line. Second down, 8 yards to go. Oakland at the Detroit 36-yard line. Early in the ball game here at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. To Whittington, and the SMU rookie is down at the 34, but there's a penalty marker thrown in. John Woodcock on the tackle. Holding against the Oakland Raiders. This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League. Is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Oakland Raiders and the National Football League prohibited.
Offensive holding, number 63.
Gene Upshaw, guilty of the infraction, and that puts the ball back at the 46-yard line and makes it second down and 18 yards to go.
Lindsay, the most interesting matchup here this afternoon will be Art Shell, the perennial all-pro left tackle, 6'5", 275, going against the rookie phenom from Detroit, Al Baker. Baker has 20.5 sacks credited to him. That's high in the league.
Stabler retreats. Penalty marker thrown. It's complete to his tight end, Dave Casper. And Casper is struggling inside the yard line. There is a marker on the tackle, Jimmy Allen.
Oh, excellent timing that time on the check out the penalty first. It might be against Detroit here. I see some
Defensive holding, number 59. Decline the penalty.
Charlie Weaver coming down. Raymond Chester's in. First and 10 for Oakland at the 20-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Let's leave this one on the ground, and it is Arthur Whittington jitterbugging his way up to the 17-yard line. Woodcock tackle along with Paul Newmouth. Here's the defensive line now. Purefoy, Woodcock, English, and Baker. That's for the Detroit Lions. Newmouth, O'Neill, and Weaver are the linebackers. And Williams, Bradley, Burns, and Allen are deep.
There's John Madden on the sidelines talking to his assistant coaches up in the box.
Second and 7 at the 17. Van Egan and Whittington, another setback. Across and back. Baker. Penalty markers thrown.
Let's see if Art Shell moved.
Might have, as Baker made his move, but
well, if he doesn't come in contact with any offensive lineman, he has the opportunity to get back before the ball is snapped.
Start offense, number 63.
It's Upshaw.
Upshaw, right. That'll make it second down and 12 as the ball moves back to the 22-yard line. There is no score. We're early in the ball game. The lights are on here in Oakland, California. We had rain all morning long. Bradshaw in a wide right. Cliff Branch in a wide left. Whittington. Penalty marker is thrown. We've had a lot of penalty markers early in this ballgame. Charlie Weaver made the tackle.
Let him play.
Just short of the 15-yard line.
Jimmy Allen's clapping his hands, indicating holding.
Holding against Oakland.
Final now.
Offense, number 65. 6'5".
Second down play coming now. Second and 22. Stabler. Well, his intended receiver was on the ground. It was tight end Raymond Chester who was down. He had slipped. We may have a lot of that sort of thing today because it is a wet field. Paul Newmouth and Ed O'Neill covering defensively. Third and 22 at the 29. As of this moment, pending the outcome of their game, they lead by a half game. Third and long. Stabler pumps once and goes long, and it is incomplete. Morris Bradshaw, the man for whom it's intended. Luther Bradley, the #1 draft choice of the Detroit Lions and former Notre Dame All-American, covering defensively.
A little pressure put on Stabler. He was on the seat of his pants after he released the football.
He may kick it out of the stadium.
Oh, the line of scrimmage is the 29-yard line.
He tossed the scrimmage and does. Gets that is being lined up along the sideline at the 8-yard line. First and 10 for the Lions.
21-yard punt. That'll bring his average down, Lindsay. He's second in the league now in punting with the behind David Jennings of New York. Only 0.2 of a point, but he's still the best.
They move David Hill over to the left side. This is King carrying. Finds some running room as he bursts out to the 14-yard line. Mike McCoy in to make the tackle. Along with Monty Johnson, you'll see Mike McCoy and Otis Sistrunk alternating in there at the nose guard throughout the afternoon.
Third quarter, Cleveland. The Baltimore has put 7 more on the board. They've cut it to 14. Lindsey, this is the youngest starting offensive team in all of the National Football League. There's not one guy that started today for Detroit has over 5 years experience in the National Football League. And the left side of that offensive line, the center and left tackle are rookies.
Horace King. He got it out there to the 18-yard line for 4. Very close to the first down. They'll take a long look here now. Charles Filyaw made the tackle. He started in place of Dave Browning at the defensive tackle. 1st and 10. He got the first down. Danielson brings him up now. And he is sending Fred Scott far to the right side. This is Dexter Bussey. Bussey cuts and drives to the 22-yard line. He got 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Mike McCoy came in to make the tackle.
They had to stay out at a motel near the airport, and they had a little malfunction with some of the airplanes, and they came in Saturday morning.
Danielson now, play action, and he is chased out of the pocket. Throws it complete to Bussey, and Bussey is at the 24-yard line. There's a marker on the field. McCoy made the tackle, and Danielson has a little haberdashery trouble.
Tusak helping Danielson up. I think it was he who
Clipping.
put the rush on, and they're going to go against Detroit Lions here. Indication clipping, Linz.
So this will be stepped off against the Lions. Bussey. Well, just stumbling forward, trying to keep his balance, and he got to the 20-yard line. Mike McCoy was the man who undercut him, and Monty Johnson wrapped him up.
Getting back to that one thought I was talking about, Lindsey, I think Monty Clark has changed the idea. He's a strict coach, and he has the attention now of all the Detroit Lions. They know he's very, very serious about the game of football, and I think this is going to be a much more serious type of a football team in the future.
Well, he did something else. He decided if you're going to build, you might as well get to the young folks early, and that's what he did.
Right.
3rd and 12. Toomey is in there now defensively for the Oakland Raiders. But again, they leave this one on the ground, and it's on Toomey. But then the tackle, a fumble, and Oakland is recovered. Oakland recovers the fumble. Dexter Bussey carried the ball, and Monty Johnson got it at the 22-yard line.
Monty Johnson comes up with Oakland's 2nd turnover. Here's a little trap play. You see the guard, Homer Elias, on the trap. Now, he has a control of the football. He's hit from behind, and you really can't see it from this angle, but he does cough up the football. Toomey has it.
On Monty Johnson's fumble recovery, 1st and 10 at the 22 for the Oakland Raiders. Van Egan, Mark Van Egan drove to the 19-yard line. Ed O'Neill, the middle linebacker, in to make the tackle again at 3, makes it 2nd down and 7 yards to go.
Lindsey, with Washington losing and Dallas is ahead of New Orleans in the 3rd quarter, 21-7, they hold on. I tell you, that's going to set up a Thanksgiving Day match right here on CBS. It's going to be Washington down in Dallas, Thanksgiving Day, and that might be for all the marbles there.
It might very well be. Newhouse has been injured this afternoon for Dallas, the running back. Big part of their attack. It's 2nd down and 7. Now, Stabler is throwing long into the end zone to Bryce, incomplete. Luther Bradley covering on the corner.
Well, it's Flag Day here at Oakland Alameda Stadium. Another flag is down, Lindsey. You see Stabler looking over. Let's check it out. It was on the opposite side of the field where the pass was intended, and it's Detroit.
We'll get it from Ben Dry, the referee.
Defense, illegal contact, number 50, 1st down.
Now, 1st and 10 for the Oakland Raiders. Van Egan. Penalty marker is thrown. Ed O'Neill and Doug English made the stop. There is
illegal motion, number 65.
Experienced offensive line.
First and 15.
Unusual.
Harold Hart is out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
I think he's got the first down, and what a block. Gene Upshaw, the all-pro left guard, put on the cornerback out here. Oh, he just wiped out one of the cornerbacks. That play was set up on a great block. Now you'll see Gene Upshaw come around to the left. I hope we can get him in the screen because he is what makes this play go right here. A beautiful block against Mike Burns, and Whittington cuts inside for the first down. Finally pushed out of bounds by Jimmy Allen.
First down and goal to go at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3, a 16-yard pickup by Hart. And now it is dropped by Hart. Little trouble with a handoff there from Stabler. It got loose. Hart was the man for whom it was intended, and Oakland retains possession. Oakland keeps the football.
And it's a little
Stabler rolling and pumping and throwing incomplete. Threw that one away.
He sure did.
And a penalty marker goes down.
And it was a good call, Lindsey, because he definitely was trying to throw the football away. He threw it 6 feet over the intended receiver, if he was a receiver, and he wasn't, Mark Van Egan.
Stabler was sort of hung up on the wall, and he is being escorted back to the field to play.
He could have hesitated about a fraction of a second more.
Not a grounding call, it's a roughness call.
It should have been a grounding call. He threw it away on purpose.
And there, he is stacked up right at the goal line.
No signal.
Not in there. Van Egan was stacked up. Mark Van Egan got the call, but did not get in.
John Madden made a trip all the way down to the 20-yard line. Here it is again. Now let's see if his knee hits before he breaks that invisible plane of the goal line. Right here, he starts to go down, and you see his knees did hit. Call, Lynn.
Second down, inches to go for the touchdown. Van Egan, touchdown for Oakland. Mark Van Egan took it into the end zone.
Left little doubt about this call. This was just an easy touchdown, and right over the left side again, as Oakland usually does in key situations. Here it is. He's got in there to help out, and Egan just barrels over for his 6th touchdown of the year.
It is raining more heavily and more steadily here now in Oakland as Arrow Man has underside the conversion.
Got a 4th quarter score. Seattle leads Kansas City by 3, 13-10.
Arrow Man boots it, and it hits the upright, bounce back, and it's no good. Conversion is no good, and the score is the Oakland Raiders 6 and the Detroit Lions nothing. And we have 7 minutes, 8 seconds remaining to be played in the first quarter to kick off in the rain here in Oakland for the Detroit Lions. Going to be high and short, and it is taken at the 16-yard line by Kane. And Kane goes out of bounds near the 25-yard line. We're informed that the roughing the passer penalty was against Dave Washington of the Detroit Lions a moment ago. Derek Ramsey forced Kane out of bounds, and Detroit now starts 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They really watch the quarterback. Of course, we've had so many injuries in the last couple of years to the quarterback. Richard Todd went out again today with that shoulder injury, so anytime it's a close call, you're going to see a flag thrown roughing pass.
Especially in gain to the let's see. Penalty markers thrown.
1 second and
Defense
4.
offside. Number 41. It's first down.
Bill Villapiano. Let's see. John Matusak.
What a hit.
Big John, 6'7", 275.
A blown assignment as far as the Detroit Lions are concerned. He wasn't even touched. Made a good hit. You got 275 pounds. When you don't block a guy like Matusak, those backs are in trouble. Right here. That's Hendricks, the offside linebacker.
Second down and 7 yards to go at the 28. David Hill moving over. Bussey at the 30-yard line. Monty Johnson, a 6-year veteran from Nebraska, brought him down.
Leading receiver in the league, Minnesota's Ricky Young.
3rd down and 2 yards to go. Danielson on 3rd and 2, slips on the cut, gets up. Phil Villapiano has him, and he is down, trying to struggle to the 6. He had decided to try to run it for the 1st down, but he slipped on his cut.
You know, it always seems to me that the tackles made on the quarterback are the most vicious. I don't know why. That's always been the mode in the National Football League. Whenever you see a quarterback in trouble, now watch how Villapiano tackles this guy. Wow! He tries to tear his head off, and then he's just struggling, trying to slam him to the turf. And that's what...
6 is back to do the kicking. Neil Colsey is deep. 10 men on the line for the Oakland Raiders. Cadaney puts it up. Colsey moves up. Ball hits at the 30. He takes it at the 25. Colsey back to the 30 and stopped at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Oakland Raiders. It was a 40-yard punt. Cadaney. There's people who brought the foul weather gear out for a rainy day in Oakland. 1st and 10 now at the 32-yard line. Leave it on the ground. Whittington struggling to try to get to the 35. He got about 3 on the play to make it 2nd and 7. Don't need that.
In their division, if they can hold on, they probably will.
Stabler retreating. Swanson throws, and it is complete. Penalty marker goes down. Penalty marker goes down as Morris Bradshaw skids along.
I hope we got this down in the truck on a replay, because this is what Oakland does better than any pro football team in the business. On their pass patterns, Lindsay, the receivers come back for the football. They're trained that way. It's a rule here, and it is a great, great asset to have. Seen in pro football. Litnikoff was famous for it.
At the 43-yard line. Charlie Weaver coming to make the tackle along with Al Baker.
And Cleveland 20-point lead over Baltimore 4th quarter. Burt Jones.
Van Egan picked up 1 yard to make it 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line. Van Egan is carrying, and Van Egan gets across very close to the 1st down as Mike Burns finally brought him down. Now take a long look at this one. It is in Detroit territory. Morris Bradshaw to the right side. Whittington to the outside, and he is pulled down at the line of scrimmage by Charlie Weaver.
Weaver, voted the most valuable player the last couple of years on defense.
Whittington and Van Egan are in the setback. And it's Van Egan. Van Egan to the 40-yard line. O'Neill and Newmoff brought him down.
Well, he took a good shot, and he also delivered a good hit himself. Van Egan, with the hard running, kept his legs driving, picked up an extra 3. This is good running. Look at the blocking up front. Whittington leading to get the standoff right here, and he shoved him down. Watch him push Newmoff back 4 yards, and Newmoff's a good hitter.
3rd down and 3 yards to go now for Oakland. Stabler. And it's complete for the 1st down. Gathered in by Raymond Chester, the tight end. Raymond Chester spelling Dave Casper in this ball game here today. Weaver and O'Neill made the stop. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They have the ball at the 27-yard line.
Good action.
They had Shaw and Bryce to the right side. Dennis Van Egan to the 24-yard line. Al Baker in to make the tackle, the young man who has 20.5 sacks coming into today's game.
There it is, a wipeout on the left side here. Good containment by the Detroit line defense on the outside, number 50, and that's Paul Newmoff. Forces it back to the inside as the clock runs down to end the...
And so that's the end of the 1st quarter here at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. And the score is Oakland 6 and Detroit nothing. Paul Horning in the rain, and Oakland, California, 2nd on 7 yards to go for the Raiders. They have the ball at the 24-yard line of the Detroit Lions, and Oakland's leading by a score of 6-0. Mark Van Egan is the lone setback for Kenny Stabler. Stabler dropping back. Pumps once. Now lost it, and it is taken by Casper. Casper is inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Rhodes tackle, forcing him out.
Beautiful pass by Kenny Stabler. He's reaching down. 15-yard pickup. Casper ran a nice pattern and went up for the football. Made a good catch. I tell you, it's beautiful to watch when they give this young man some protection. Stabler knows where his receivers are at all times.
Coming into this game, Stabler had 23 interceptions. His stats this year aren't as good as they have been on some other occasions. There are many people who think that in a tough spot, in a tough football game, they'd as soon or rather have Kenny Stabler running than anybody else. Whittington is carrying. He is upended on the shoulder of Mike Burns out of the University of Southern California.
Well, over the years, I think this team can strike from any distance quicker than any team. Boy, they seem when they get behind by 3 points, they just march up and down the field so quickly. When you give Stabler an opportunity to move his football team, when he has to, in the last 2 minutes of the game or 2 minutes of the half, boy, it's something to watch.
Second down and goal to go for the Raiders at the Detroit 7-yard line. Whittington drove inside the 5 to the 3-yard line where it'll be third down and goal. Paul Dumoff and Charlie Weaver made the tackle.
As usual, working over that left side. Everybody knows it's coming. I mean, I'm sure Detroit knows that the offense, well, the left-handed throwing Stabler, even when it run the football, gets right over those two horses on the left, Shell and Upshaw.
This is a 3 tight end alignment as well. And Egan's in the right set, Mark Van Egan. Mark Van Egan, and it is right at the goal line, but no signal, right at the goal line. It'll be 4th down and inches to go. 4th and inches for the Oakland Raiders as Van Egan did not quite get in.
Van Egan starts off his left side, keeps good balance, cuts back to the right, and is hit by 3 defenders there, just short of the goal line. And Pete Banaszak, I'm sure, has checked in to that Oakland lineup now.
Banaszak is the man they like to give it to. Van Egan is in there as well. Van Egan's in the right set, Banaszak in the left. Van Egan, touchdown, Oakland. So the Oakland Raiders took it in.
Upshaw and Shell on the left side again. And Detroit had to know it was coming there. It's just a stand block, and the fullback does the rest. There they go. It's just man on man. You see the defensive end, Art Shell, he tried to get underneath and submarine him, as they say, and Egan got his head over. Another look. Right off the left side. Pete Banaszak takes care of the middle linebacker, Ed O'Neill, and Van Egan struggles in for his second score this afternoon.
Conversion attempt coming now, and it's Errol Mann. And to attempt it, David Humm puts it down. It is booted up, and this time good. And so with 12 minutes, 58 seconds remaining to be played in the first half of this game, the Oakland Raiders are leading the Detroit Lions by a score of 13-0. Three guys. High trajectory kick. Kane at the 13, 15, 20, 25. Ran into his own man. As a matter of fact, he ran back at the 35-yard line. It was Ken Calicut who was in front of him.
And he had some running room. He only had one man to beat back then. Rick Kane, you can see, is a little disgusted there. Good touchdown pass. It's been all Dallas since the first quarter.
Gary Danielson brings him up. He's got King and Bussey as his running backs, and he is moving over David Hill to the left side.
27-7 Dallas.
Danielson. And it is taken across in Oakland territory at the 45-yard line. A diving catch for Fred Scott from Amherst. Jack Tatum was the defender.
Markers down, and they're walking back.
So it is against the Detroit Lions since the football has been picked up and is being returned. Still King and Bussey for Danielson. Danielson goes to screen left and is taken by King. King is out to the 30 and stops at the 33-yard line. Picks up 8 yards on the screen left. Charles Phillips made the tackle.
In that football game, Calvin Hill has scored 3 touchdowns today for Cleveland.
Second down, 12 yards to go. Danielson throwing and overthrew his intended receiver, who was Luther Blue.
It always happens in line offense. Now it's Gary Danielson's turn to see if he can turn the franchise around.
Danielson. This time it is completed. Taken by Fred Scott. He was trying to get up to the sticks now, and it appears that he's a little bit short. Lester Hayes, the defender.
Freddie Scott runs a good pattern here. It's a little turn-in pattern. He comes back for the football, and he knows just about he's close to that first down yardage. There it is. For that yard strike. Now he has the first down here, and he's going to come back for the football. Now he realizes that he does not have the first down. He must get past the 45-yard line. He struggles. Now watch, he put the football up. Not quite. They're going to move it back. 4th down.
And the punter comes in. Tom Skladany has ended the punting, and Neil Colsey has dropped back to receive it for the Oakland Raiders. Hits at the 26. Albino return, and it is bound to 15, and it'll start 1st and 10. The Oakland Raiders at their own 15-yard line. That was a 41-yard punt for Skladany.
An eligible man downfield, 31 on a kicking team.
Punt formation, and Neil Colsey is still deep for the Oakland Raiders.
Having a good year punting, too. He's averaging over 42 yards. Beauty.
Trajectory kick. Colsey at his 17 to the 20. The Ohio Stater is stopped at the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now. It was a 44-yard punt for Skladany, and Thompson made the tackle. So with 10:37 left in the first half, 13-0 Oakland. 49ers. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They have the ball at their own 23-yard line. Van Egan. Penalty marker is thrown. Van Egan got to the 27-yard line. Ed O'Neill brought him down, but there is a marker on the play.
Holding number 78.
7 penalties in the game. And a slip there for Van Egan. John Woodcock from Hawaii was on the tackle.
Oh, got good penetration that time from his defensive right tackle position. There he is, number 77, John Woodcock.
He's played well for the Detroit Lions this year. Down at 21 yards to go with the ball back there at the 12-yard line. And his Stabler brings him up, and he's got Morris Bradshaw on a wide right. Franks is on a wide left. That is Whittington carrying, and Whittington cannot get outside Charlie Weaver, and Weaver brings him down.
Solid defense that time by the Lions. Charlie Weaver would not be blocked, and a good tackle on the speedster from SMU.
Yard line. Let's try the sweep to Whittington. Well, it's a one-hand pull down by Ed O'Neill, the middle linebacker from Penn State. And the punting unit's coming on now for the Oakland Raiders.
And across the bay, it's tied up. Rams 7, the 49ers 7. Paul Hall.
Ray Guy. Booms it out of there.
Does he?
The 33, 35, fumbles the ball, and at the 32-yard line, Oakland has the ball at the 32.
Average kick for Ray Guy, 53 yards. The last 2 weeks, he's averaged over 50 yards punting. And here he is. He booms one for 53, and it's going to be Oakland's football.
Expansion teams are building. Van Egan. Mark Van Egan at the 31-yard line, stopped by Al Baker. Great rookie out of college in the left side. out of the pocket and throws. And it's in Hart, the intended receiver at the 10-yard line. Charlie Weaver covering 3rd and 9 at the 31. To go, Branch comes far to the right side. Lone set back, and that's Van Eagle. 3 tight end alignment. Stabler. Branch almost caught it lying on the turf. Branch almost caught the ball stretched out on the turf.
He had beaten Walt Williams to the inside. It would have been a completion. And Stabler doesn't like that because Branch would have caught that easily. Watch this pass protection again. He just slides to his right a little bit. Here he comes on the inside. Now Branch has slipped down, and that would have been a completion had not he would have kept it
Successfully earlier. It's for the corner, and it goes out of bounds. A penalty marker is thrown. The ball is out of bounds at the 10-yard line, or the 11. But there is a penalty marker, and that is illegal man downfield against Oakland.
And they'll let Ray Guy try to do the same thing again.
11-yard line. Danielson is quarterback. And the struggle is on for King as he gets out there to the 14. Otis Sistrunk and Ted Hendricks made the tackle. Gain on the play will make it 2nd down and 7 yards to go.
Backer core, you put Butkus in the middle, Brazil, and Hendricks on the outside. You'd have a team, wouldn't you?
Danielson now bumps it over the middle, and it is complete. Taken by David Hill. And a marker goes down.
Late hit, maybe?
I think it might be. A late flag in any case.
They got a good tight end themselves, Detroit. We always talk so much about Dave Casper. Put another 15 yards, late hit. But David Hill, his 3rd year from Texas A&I, has got good deep moves, got good speed.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 58. 1st down.
Detroit Lions at the 35, a final score, Cleveland 45.
24.
Baltimore 24. It went away.
Reverse.
Fred Scott carrying around. Breaks the tackle, and Scott continues. On into Oakland territory. And he is at the 29-yard line.
Oh, a good move by Freddie Scott. Good play action. Of course, you got a defense that reacts so much. I really don't know why teams don't try more of these plays, Lindsey, because they are successful. And when they are successful, they go for big yardage. This one went for 36 yards for Freddie Scott. Now, he makes a good play right here. He's hit by Monty Johnson, keeps his feet, breaks the tackle, and goes on and gets inside the 30-yard line. 36 big ones.
That's the Oakland 29-yard line. Anderson. And he's filled for a big loss. Ted Hendricks got there, along with Charles Billiard. In there on this alignment for the Oakland Raiders. Anticipation of Danielson's pass. And taken by Scott. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Freddie Scott took it in. Danielson with the 42-yard touchdown pass.
That's his 11th touchdown pass on the year. Tatum and Jackson back on the coverage. They slipped. There's a
penalty marker on the play.
A flag back at the 45-yard line.
Penalty, and it is against the Detroit. I beg your pardon. It is against Oakland.
There's Freddie Scott going in on the end of that 42-yard pass. They had an Oakland defender fall down. Now, Oakland wants an explanation. That's Matuzak.
Roughing the passer was the indication. Decline.
So it's going to be
John Madden wants an explanation as well.
So the touchdown count.
Dardo's kick is good. So the Detroit Lions are on the scoreboard. And with 5 minutes, 7 seconds remaining to be played in the first half, it is now the Oakland Raiders 13, the Detroit 7, and it's raining harder than it was a moment ago. There by Ben's right. Hart is back there, along with Whittington. Benny Ricardo puts it up, and it is taken at the 3-yard line, and it is returned by Whittington to the 10 to the 15. To Hart, I beg your pardon. Hart has returned it to the 21-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Oakland as Harold Hart returned it, and he was stopped by Bill Gay.
And across the Rams have taken a 7-point lead over San Francisco. John on the coast.
I never want to leave. 1st and 10 at the 21. Stabler fumble. Stabler dropping back, fumbled the ball. Mark Van Egan got on it. Van Egan's got it there. Back at the 19, a loss of 2. It'll be second down and 12 yards to go.
In the first half.
Stabler. And he slipped as he was being chased out. Purefoy was there, along with Woodcock.
On most occasions, they're double teaming the big rookie. You see number...
Harold Hart and Mark Van Egan to the setback. Stabler. To Hart. Hart's at the 8, and he is pinned. Did not get away from Luther Bradley. Luther Bradley, the quarterback on the right side. So the punting unit comes in, and Guy will lead them on.
Good tackle that time by the #1 draft choice out of Notre Dame. And this should give the Detroit Lions very good field position with about 3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. There you see Baker.
It's back deep. Luther Blue is upfield about 10 yards in front of him in tandem. Guy booms it. Freddie Scott
Look at that.
his 35. Got it to 40, 45, 50. Detroit has a position now at the 50-yard line. A 55-yard punt for Ray Guy, and for him, that's not unusual.
He is invaluable, folks.
Well, for the Lions, they have the ball at the 50-yard line. McPeak drove inside the 45-yard line. Picks up 5 to make it second down and 5 yards to go. Willie Hall came up to make the tackle. 6-year veteran from Southern Cal. In the first half. Blue is the man for whom it is intended. Freddie Scott was down the left sideline, but he was covered.
Conversation going on, so you might look for one of those backs to delay home, but it's a nice steady rain here.
Danielson. And it is taken by David Hill. He is out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock. Oakland 13, Detroit 7. There's the Blue in motion across. Leave it on the ground.
We're going to go down to the 2-minute timeout.
26-yard line. Crowd is coming alive here now. Danielson quarterback in the Detroit Lions. They leave this one on the ground. Struggled it up there for a couple of yards. That's Matusak and Filipiano. Came in to make the tackle.
Horace King straight ahead for a couple.
It'll be 3rd down and 2 yards to go at the 24.
And a game I'm sure Oakland is very much interested in. Of course, not right now, but after this football game, they're going to want to know what happened to Denver. And at halftime, the Packers lead Denver 3-0.
Danielson waits. Quick opener that time to Rick Kane. Rick Kane to the 21-yard line. Mike McCoy along with Filipiano on the tackle. And they're taking a long look at the possible first down. It's very close. In the right set, and they've got Bussey on the left set.
All they have to do is quarterback sneak. There's not a man head up the center. He'd make it easy if it's a sneak.
And he does, and he does. 1st and 10.
That could have been an automatic, Lindsey, or something they picked up in the films on short yardage situations. If
the right side. Now Danielson. And he gets it. And it is taken. And it's at the sideline. David Hill at the 1. And timeout is being called. David Hill took it to the 1. Jack Tatum made the tackle.
19-yard pickup. Hill scored 3 touchdowns. Now watch him. Inside release. He goes outside of Ted Hendricks. He's going to cut to his left. Good pass protection by the Lions offensive young line. And now right here, Hill has got a man-to-man struggle with Jack Tatum. And he's going to come up short at the 1-yard line. They take a timeout. They've got 1 left.
First and goal at the 1-yard line. Touchdown for the Detroit Lions. King took it in. Horace King went up and over. Spikes it in the end zone. And the score is tied now with a conversion attempt coming for the Lions.
Well, we got ourselves a dandy here in Oakland. Oakland 1.
Danielson holding. Waits for the snap. He puts it down. Ricardo boots it up. And it's good. And the Detroit Lions are out in front. As the conversion attempt is good, the Detroit Lions go out in front of the ball game. With 26 seconds left in the half, the Lions 14 and Oakland 13.
And Lindsey,
well, he skidded on the kick, and it is fielded at the 26-yard line and dropped, and now returned to the 30-35. And finally, at the 49-yard line, Derek Ramsey goes out of bounds. Derek Ramsey, a tight end, returned the kickoff.
He was a quarterback. He was a quarterback at the University of Kentucky and a good running quarterback. Now watch Ricardo. 20 seconds on the clock, but watch Stabler. He'll go for 1 to get him in field goal position.
Stabler. Oh, yeah, it's complete. Taken by Morris Bradshaw. Bradshaw is out of bounds at the 37-yard line. First and 10. 13 seconds left to play. And Egan's the lone setback. Now the ball is fumbled. It is fumble recovered by Detroit at the 37-yard line. Stabler. Detroit recovered. Looks like Woodcock is down there.
I think he's got the football.
And it is Woodcock. He's got the football. And the call is Detroit first and 10. 9 seconds on the clock.
Number 50, Dave Dalby, the center. Woodcock's right on top. Stabler never got the handoff, and he says, whoop, look what I found.
Snap.
I would throw it if I was the coach.
Well, they got triple receivers far to the right side, and they're going to throw it. In the bunch.
I like it.
Way up. Way up. And it's incomplete. Batted down. 3 seconds left.
They had
Lester Hayes there.
They had 3 receivers over there, and they're all
version of the alley-oop. It's first and 15. And now Danielson hits the deck, and the gun sounds, and time has run out. And that's the end of the first half here at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum in Oakland. With the score, Detroit 14 and Oakland 13.
Back live in New York, I'm Brent Musburger. You're not going to believe what happened with the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The Eagles win the game, 19-17, and Jane, it all came down to one play. All Pisarcik has got to do is cover up here, and what happened?
The Giants had the ball on the 28-yard line with 30 seconds left in the game. Of 2nd and 13, and he fumbled the ball, Brent. And number 46, Herman Edwards, runs it in for Philadelphia. They win it, like you said, 19-17. Here he couldn't quite get a hold of the snap, and like you said, all he really had to do was just fall on the ball, and he would have had it.
Now, after the winning touchdown is scored, take a look at the contrast. Is Dick Vermeil happy? He's back in the playoff hunt. Way to go.
Yeah, but on the other side of the field, you have John
McVay, because look at
kickoff. Whittington and Hart are deep to receive it for the Oakland Raiders. This is Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning in Oakland, and Ricardo runs right by the ball.
I tell you, he's getting a little snake bit up there, Lindsey. The last one he slipped down on.
So if at first you don't succeed, try again. High and fairly short. Whittington at the 18 to the 20, 25, 30, and Whittington fumble the ball. Whittington fumbled the ball, but Oakland retains possession at the 33.
Ball rolled out of bounds.
Up now. Stabler. Penalty markers everywhere, and it's intercepted at the 45 to the 50, 45. Bruce Rhodes returned it. He came on board. Oakland has got the football, and how do you like all of this? It'll take a while to straighten this one out. Oakland got the ball finally. They began with it and ended with it, but there's a penalty marker in between. Casper got the ball.
2 or 3 flags. Bruce Rhodes, who's starting in place of Jimmy Allen here in the second half. Stabler moves to his left. Now watch the deflection right there. That's 59, Charlie Weaver. Bounces off of Weaver's hands, and Rhodes, deep in his safety position, comes up with the interception. Meanwhile, there are 2 or 3 flags down. Now right here, Rhodes is stripped of the football, and Oakland has the football back. Now let's check out the penalty. Dave Casper stripped him.
21, decline a penalty. It's first down.
Defense, an illegal shot on Walt Williams, but it's declined because Oakland wants the football where they have it at the 38-yard line. First and 10. Jimmy Allen has a knee injury, is out of action. Bruce Rhodes is playing that free safety for him. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Now to sweep it with Mark Van Egan. Van Egan's at the 49-yard line. First and 10 as Luther Bradley bulldogged him there.
Good hard running by Van Egan.
Is coming far to the left side, and Morris Bradshaw is going far to the right side. Running back to the line formation. Stabler putting it up to Frank, and it is incomplete. Frank inside. Luther Bradley, the defender.
He turned on the burners there at the last second. A great burst of speed. He almost got under it. And Cliff Branch, of course, only has caught 1 touchdown pass on the year, Lindsey, and this is very unusual for him. Dangerous a deep threat as he is, he just throws the home run. Now watch Branch turn it on right off his hands. It would have been a great catch. Those are the kind of catches that people out here are used to seeing Cliff Branch make. And Denver scored a touchdown. Craig Martin to Haven Moses, a 14-yard to take a 7-3 lead third quarter.
Second down and 10 yards to go at the 49-yard line. Stapler. Penalty markers. Incomplete to Casper. O'Neal covering defensively.
Well, that's one Stabler like back. He had Casper open. He threw it a little bit behind him. Newmoff's hot.
Oh, Newmoff really hot at the call. Right.
Holding number 50. That's a first down.
That's the reason Newmoff was hot. He's number 50 in Detroit territory.
Stabler was 6 out of 10 for 78 yards in that first half.
Stabler. And he's sacked. It's big John Woodcock. Been playing that kind of football all year for the Detroit Lions. At the 43-yard line.
And he hasn't slacked up today. He's got 1 man left now.
Stabler. And again,
Baker.
It was Al Baker, the big number 60, with help from Woodcock and Purifoy. Third down and 29 yards to go for Stabler. And he's got Biletnikoff in there now. Biletnikoff is on the field. And it is completed, taken by Bradshaw. Morris Bradshaw. Ed O'Neal was there. Casper went out and took a turn and skidded badly. So now on fourth down, the punting unit is in. Ray Guy is in to do the punting. All right, there's 2 categories, Ray Guy and then all the rest of them.
Look at this.
Fair catch signal goes up, but he let it go, and Bino run back, and it'll be down at the 3-yard line.
He's something.
So the ball, but to get it deep in their own territory, it's at the 4-yard line, first and 10.
You know, I was talking to Al Davis. I said, Al, that might have been the best #1 draft choice you ever made. He said, well, Gene Upshaw wasn't bad.
Detroit also has a 1-point lead. And just from the quarterback, King and Bussey are the setback. Bussey, but only for a yard, and it's 2nd and 9 at the 5. Bill Villapiano from Bowling Green and 10. He made the stop.
The first down badly.
Instead, they just leave it on the ground and try to wedge him out up there. It was Dexter Bussey carrying. Full hamstring moments ago, and his return is doubtful. 3rd and 7 at the 7. And so exhorting the defense of the Oakland Raiders on this Detroit 3rd down. Danielson from the end zone. And it's incomplete at the 10-yard line. That will bring the punting unit on. Tried to get it to David Hill. Covering was Willie Hall, and so now it is Tom Skladany, and he'll be punting from his own end zone, and Neil Cozy, a fine punt return man, is dropping back, and the Oakland Raiders figure to get excellent field position out of this.
And it should be
Cozy standing at the 45-yard line of the Detroit Lions.
Let's see if they try to block it. 10-man rush, it looks like.
Cozy, 45. There will be no run back. It's down at the 47-yard line. Oakland starts 1st and 10 at the Detroit 47. Oakland Raiders, they have the ball at the Lions 47. Kenny Stabler. Leave it on the ground down to the 46-yard line. Van Egan carried. Doug English came up to make the stop. Mark Van Egan, number 30.
He really couldn't throw the football that well. He didn't have that strong arm, and he worked with weights. And it's really paid off for him. A good arm. He throws it so straight.
Well, it was Luther Bradley who deflected it incomplete there, and it'll be 3rd and 9. What did Bland? Paletnikoff right. Bradshaw's the slot right. Branch is left. Penalty marker. And it's the tight end, Casper. Casper took it at the 29. Now there's a penalty marker.
Well, what a great concentration for Dave Casper. It went right close to the arms of Ed O'Neill, the middle linebacker. A great pick. Going to bring it back?
Well, we'll find out right here.
Defense offside. Decline the penalty. First down.
Up very easily.
1st and 10 at the 29. Branch and Paletnikoff are the wide receivers in the game. Now they're double to the right side. But it's Van Egan. And Van Egan gets to the 24-yard line before Neumoff comes in with Woodcock to stop him there. Again, a 5 on the play will make it 2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Oakland Raiders. To a wide left. 1 and 5. Oakland at the Detroit 24-yard line in the 3rd quarter. And again, it is speed to the outside this time. And Rhodes is there on the tackle of Whittington. Whittington skidding into the mud, and it's going to be taken to the inbounds marker and marked.
Now it's off the left side again. Now watch the blocking of Upshaw and Archell. Whittington, 12-yard pickup. A good pickup by the fullback, Mark Van Egan, on a good block. Whittington slides to the outside. Finally comes up and collars him.
1st and 10 now for the Oakland Raiders at the 12-yard line. Harold Hart is coming to the ball game, and Arthur Whittington has come out. So it is Hart and Van Egan. Stabler.
Branch
throws, and it's taken at the 1-yard line by Cliff Wright. Cliff Wright. Touchdown. So it is Hart and Van Egan. Stabler.
Branch
throws, and it's taken at the 1-yard line by Cliff Wright. Cliff Wright. Touchdown. It's Mark Van Egan who had the ball.
That's the 2nd time this afternoon recovered a fumble. I saw Cliff Branch on a crossing pattern from the left side. He's open for that split second, and right on the button is Ken Stabler. He's looking right now. He comes back over and finds Cliff Branch right here. He makes the reception. That's Luther Bradley. Now, he got hit about the 1-yard line. Was it? They ruled it a completion, Lindsey.
That's right, loose ball.
And look,
Mark Van Egan got it.
Mark Van Egan just slides from about the 3-yard line, and he got a hold of the football for the 6.
Errol Mass. This one earlier this afternoon is attempting the conversion. Puts it down, and it's put it up by man, and it's good. It is good, and so the Oakland Raiders have recaptured the lead here. With 8 minutes, 52 seconds left in the third quarter, the score is Oakland 20 and Detroit 14. Ray Guy will kick it off. Calicut and Kane are deep for the Detroit Lions. Again high and sort of short, and Kane moves up, and he's got it at the 18, 20, 25. Kane spins across the 30 and is stopped at the 33-yard line. So there the Lions start first and 10. Pete Banaszak was downfield. Make the tackle for the Oakland Raiders. So now can the Detroit Lions move the ball against the defense of the Oakland Raiders? Offsides against the Oakland Raiders on the kickoff. The Lions want it there, or they want it kicked over again?
I think they'll take it, right?
I would. 30. Danielson. Screen right. Horace King out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Bill Villapiano ran him out. Kane and King. The blue in motion across. Danielson. John Matusak got the sack for Matusak.
Big John, 6'7", 275 pounds. There it is, and it wasn't so much the offensive blocking here. I think everybody was covered downfield off this play action, and Danielson had nowhere to go. Now he's got time right here to throw the football. Everybody's covered. He's in trouble. 74 Brad Oates finally loses the block on defensive left end John Matusak, who gets credit for the sack.
Down the 8-yard line. Danielson. Well, this is batted down by Matusak. Matusak got a big hand on that one. It's an incompleted pass is all. 4th and 13, and that will bring on the punting unit now led by Tom Sladany for Detroit.
Fourth quarter scores.
Cozy in full flight at the 38, 40, 45, 47-yard line before he's pushed back. They'll start first and 10 at the 47. 34-yard punt by Scuzani. Tony Dakin made the tackle. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Big opener for Van Egan, and he's across to the 40-yard line of Detroit. Mark Van Egan. Mike Burns brought him down.
He's a tough kid. Mark Van Egan. 13 yards straight up, just zone blocking up front. And Van Egan just got a little hole, and he runs hard.
Marked at the 42-yard line, where it's a first down and 10 yards to go for the Oakland Raiders. So once again, seem to be on the march. Bradshaw and Cliff Frank to double to the right side for Kenny Stabler. Stabler. And it's Casper. Casper in contact with Numoff at the time.
Again, an Oakland trait. Stabler leading the receiver. Even though he's covered, he let him so he could come back for the football. It's almost impossible to defend when you got a receiver behind you, and Casper came back for it. Instead of a sack, maybe of a loss of 8 or 9 yards, they picked up 6.
Second down and 4 yards to go at the 36-yard line of Detroit. Bryce to the left side, Bradshaw to the right side. Van Egan to the 32-yard line. Woodcock and Baker made the tackle.
Let's take a look at Baker. There's that Archell. He's on the inside. They've got a little double stack over here. Al Baker sheds his man and goes back to the inside and is in on the tackle. Hold on, Al. He's got a hold of his arm, and Mark Van Egan very wisely held on to that football.
Third down and less than a yard to go at the 32-yard line. They got the 3 tight end alignment in there now for Oakland.
They do have play action off of this. There it is.
Stabler. And he throws it complete. And it's the first down at the 21-yard line. Taking the tackle on Raymond Chester. Raymond Chester.
I don't know if the defense can pick this up, Lindsey, but he was in the huddle just a little bit too long to be calling a running play. And you could almost sense that they might throw a little play action here. There it is. A lot of tight ends in that football game. Now Chester releases from the right side, almost like a little delay, and he's got a linebacker to beat, and Chester can beat any linebacker.
So it is first down and 10 yards to go. And the ball is at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 13-yard play. Oakland is leading by a score of 20-14. 5:42 left in the third quarter. Van Egan, Mark Van Egan is inside the 15-yard line at the 14. Picked up 6 on the play at second down and 4. Dave Purifoy made the tackle. The Oakland Raiders started the day tied with Denver for the top spot in the Western Division of the AFC. Took an early lead in this ball game, then saw it vanish as Detroit came on to take a half 14-13. Second down, 4 yards to go here, and the ball is the 14-yard line of Detroit. And Egan just trying to get to the fifth. There's a penalty marker. There is a penalty marker on the play.
Well, Van Egan having a great afternoon. It looks as if this is the kind of turf that I think he might enjoy, Lindsey. It's a slippery turf. He doesn't have great speed, but he's a real hard runner.
Personal foul against Detroit. He had picked up the first down as he got inside the 10-yard line.
He's got 19 carries for about 70 yards and all 3 of Oakland's touchdowns this afternoon.
He's going to make it first down and goal to go inside the 5-yard line.
Unnecessary roughness, defense number 25 at the first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line. And Egan to the 2-yard line. Second down and goal at the 2 for the Oakland Raiders. Ed O'Neill was there, the middle linebacker, to make the stop. Baker. Stabler, penalty marker, and Casper, touchdown, but there is a marker. Casper took it, kept his feet in, but there is a marker.
And the marker is in the end zone on the right side. So let's check it out.
Offside against Detroit, declined, touchdown.
And this is Casper's 9th touchdown of the year, folks. His 8th catching a pass. And Kenny Stabler looked like his favorite receiver. Watch him lob it up beautifully for Casper in the corner of the end zone. From ground level, let's take another look. Play action again. He kept his other tight end on the right inside the block, and Casper beat Ed O'Neill, the middle linebacker, for the 6.
And now, as Hum holds on with attempt to conversion, Hum puts it down, and it's booted up by Earl. It's good.
There's a flag down, Lindsey.
There's a penalty marker on the conversion.
Probably be assessed against Detroit on the kickoff.
Personal foul, running into the kicker. Its point is good. We penalize on the kickoff.
And here's the kick. Earlman goes forward. Here's the kick. In the ankle. Of course, it's a slippery field. He couldn't stop his momentum.
Ray Guy booms it. Calicut, 5 yards deep, will not run it out. Kane gets in front of him and says, don't do it. It'll be put in play first and 10 at the 20-yard line. Touchback. The setback. That's King. Horace King is carrying. 30-yard line and onto the 35 and out of bounds. Run out by Jack Tatum.
Another flag.
Marker.
15 yards pickup on the little sweep around the left side.
In the fourth quarter, the Rams 28 and the 49ers 21.
And Dave Williams has returned a kickoff for 89 yards across the bay for the 49ers to get them back.
This penalty is being marked off against the Oakland Raiders, and it is a big one. It'll be first and 10 for the Detroit Lions. Harris Danielson comes up for the Detroit Lions. Bussey. Bussey to the 46-yard line. Ted Hendricks in to make the tackle. After a gain of 4, it's 2nd down and 6.
Well, Detroit needs to put the same kind of performance on that they had in the first.
Penalties.
We still got 3:36 to go, third quarter.
We've only just begun. Anderson. Diving catch.
Good catch.
Freddie Scott made the catch at the 30-yard line. Left yard line. Scott goes far to the left side. Danielson over the middle and complete. Next to Bussey, takes it inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Hendricks and Johnson makes the tackle.
I think the Lions need a little adversity before they wake up.
Motion across. That's Kane. Pulled down just about the line of scrimmage by Charlie Phillips.
Oh, Sistrunk almost made a good play from his nose position. He almost got the back behind the line of scrimmage. See if we could pick it up. Watch Otis Sistrunk. Here goes Kane around the left side. Here comes Sistrunk. Reaches out. Yeah, got a hold of him, but slipped loose.
Scott far to the left side. Danielson.
Too far.
And it's too far incomplete. Trying to get it down to David Hill. It's 3rd and 9 at the 13-yard line. Danielson. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, Freddie Scott was open. And Danielson is not too happy with that throw. Look at him. He had Freddie Scott open, and he just missed it.
He stays in the hole now. Well, look what's going on at Candlestick Park across the bay. The 49ers are back. It's all tied. Rams 28, 49ers 28 in the 4th quarter.
Well, the Rams scored on an interception. Then the 49ers came back with the kickoff, ran it back. Paul Hofer has now scored from 3 yards out, and it's all tied.
30-yarder by Ricardo, and it is good. Vinny Ricardo with a 30-yard field goal puts Detroit on the board, and the score is now Oakland 27, Detroit 17, and we have slightly more than 1 minute remaining to be played in the 3rd quarter of this ball game. 44,517, 9,909 no-shows.
This place is sold out before the season starts.
Whittington, that's 15 to the 20 to the 25. Well, the struggle continues all the way up to the 32-yard line. Take it to the 33 by Whittington, and Pure Cock made the tackle. And Whittington in the I formation. Whittington to the 37.
Good tackle by Mike Burns up from his safety position.
Gain of 4 makes it 3rd and 5. Paul Newmoff assisting. 1 second remaining, and that's that. Time has run out.
Burns has got a cramp in his leg.
So that's the 3rd quarter. You're in Oakland with the score. The Raiders 27, Detroit 17. We now pause for a word from your local station. It's 1st and 10.
And Phillips' 5th interception on the year. Well, Detroit, of course, has got to fly back to Detroit tonight and get ready in a hurry. They'll have an off day tomorrow. They play on Thanksgiving Day, only with 2 days practice against Denver. Here it is. I don't know if that was intended for David Hill or King down in the end zone, but it was an easy interception.
Father of our baby?
You tell me. It all starts at 7, 6 Central and Mountain.
Ted Hendricks in a pensive pose in the rain in
He's
Oakland.
a beauty. I see him down in Miami a lot in the offseason. Of course, he played football down there. I told him if he didn't play good today, we're really going to rip him up on the air, and he said, don't Don't say that. My fans in Green Bay get hot.
As we start the fourth quarter, this is Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning, and Oakland is leading in the game score of 27-17, and they have the ball 3rd down and 5 yards to go at their own 37-yard line. And just now Burns is being assisted off the field over to the Detroit sideline, which is the cause for the delay in getting the fourth quarter underway. Lone setback at Van Egan. And it was incomplete. Although Van Egan tried a little Academy Award work, it was an incompleted pass as he tried a little acting to gather the ball in.
From the end zone, they had a double delay here over the middle. Casper was covered, so he goes to Van Egan. Now, what they were booing for, you could see very easily the incompletion, but they figured that might have been piling on, but he wasn't touched at that time. That was Charlie Weaver.
So Ray Guy is back in deep punt formation, and once again Freddie Scott is out back to field it for the Detroit Lions. Long, high, spiraling kick from Ray Guy.
He's something.
At the 11-yard line. Scott has it to the 15 penalty marker. As he got to the 18-yard line, there is a marker on the run back.
52-yard punt.
Januzak downfield on the tackle.
And he kicks it so high, Lindsey.
Clipping on the run back.
His punting has put the Lions inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5 twice. You count this, and inside the 10-yard line on 3 or 4
Personal
occasions.
foul, clipping, number 27 on the run back.
Luther Bradley on the run back. So it'll be 1st and 10 now at the 7-yard line. Danielson. Harris kick. Nowhere. John Matusak along with Bill Villapiano.
'58 Monty Johnson picked up Matusak and shook him. Watch this. Matusak goes to the inside of the blocks, and the tackle misses him completely. Sticks his big right arm out, and there's nowhere to go.
So it is 2nd down and 13 yards to go, and the ball back at the 4. Danielson from the end zone. And he overthrows Luther Blue. It'll be 3rd and 13. Charles Phillips covering defensively. Gary Danielson slowly arising.
Everybody was covered. They threw it out of bounds on purpose.
Third down play coming for the Detroit Lions. Well, he's going to call timeout. Danielson's going to call timeout. A little confusion there in the huddle, and the Lions are spending a timeout. Anderson goes over to the sideline to confer with Monty Clark and staff.
I need that one later on, or I sure don't like to take that timeout, Lindsey.
So it's 27-17, and we have 13:55 to play. When it's 3rd and 13 at the 3-yard line, but here are the Detroit Lions now. We're ready to go. Danielson. And it's a safety, a 2-pointer. He's dropped by Villapiano. You saw Villapiano anxious to get a start on the snap, and he got in for the safety on Danielson. 29-17 is the score. A safety.
Villapiano all up on the weak side. By that, I mean away from the tight end. Right here, we see Billy Penny on a delayed blitz. He comes in, and Danielson gets caught for 2 points.
Ford introduces a new wagon for the American road. The all-new LTD Country Squire for $79. A new wagon with more driver convenience, more handling ease, more window area, and more passenger room than last year's Country Squire.
This land is your land. This land is my land.
The all-new Ford LTD Country Squire for $79. See it at your Ford dealer now.
On American Airlines, you get what you pay for. As a full fare passenger, only you can select a seat when you make your reservation. You can select seats for your whole trip, including connections and your flight back home. And you can get all your boarding passes at once to avoid all those lines. On American, you finally get the full fare you deserve. You get what you pay for.
We're American Airlines, doing what we do best.
NFL action begins next Sunday with the NFL Today, followed by a full slate of regional games. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
Following the safety now, Stodania will put the ball in play with a free kick. It must be kicked inside the 20-yard line, and he's going to punt it. He has a short placement. Neil Cozy at the 35 to the 40 to the 45 to the 49-yard line. As Cozy was pushed back. So Oakland starts again from excellent position. Tony Dakin again downfield.
Speaking of safeties, Lindsey, Denver has recorded a safety. Lyle Azedo has tackled the Green Bay quarterback. So it's now Denver 16, Green Bay 3.
Tony Dakin heading for the sideline. Tough man on the special teams. Ball is spotted just short of the 50-yard line. And there it is, Denver 16, Green Bay 3. Whittington to the 48-yard line for 2. John Woodcock made the tackle. Second down and 8 yards to go for the Oakland Raiders. And Denver started the day tied for the lead in the Western Division of the AFC, and if they both maintain the leads they presently have, they'll be tied at day's end.
Well, with the 2 points, Oakland has forced Detroit into almost certainly going for the touchdown now instead of a field goal.
Whittington to the 45-yard line. Picked up 3. It'll be third down and 5 yards to go. Doug English made the tackle along with Reggie Pinckney for the Detroit Lions. Double tight end alignment in there right now for the Oakland Raiders. Third down and 5 yards to go. Stabler. And it is complete at the 33-yard line. Cliff Bryant with Walt Williams hanging on.
A beautiful bullet by Kenny Stabler. Good coverage. It just put the football right in between the receiver and the defensive man. 11-yard pickup for the first down. Stabler, good protection again. He just waits for Branch to do a little turn in.
Now Pete Banaszak is coming to the lineup for the Oakland Raiders. First and 10. They have the ball at the 34-yard line. Van Banaszak on the setback. Van Egan to the 30-yard line. Again, a 4 on the play. Makes it second down and 6 yards to go. And now, fist to fly. Order is quickly restored. Art Shell and Doug English.
2 number 78s going at it. There's English right there, left of your screen. Gave Art Shell a little pop. And you don't shove Art.
It'll be second down coming now.
I never saw a guy in my life hurt in a fight out there. Can you imagine trying to hurt somebody? They got 8 pounds of helmet, mask, tape all over their hands, shoulder pads.
If there's a raw rookie on the field, you can always find him because he'll take his helmet off. Second down and 6 yards to go. Whittington has the ball. From behind, he's brought down at the 28. It was English and Woodcock. And a Detroit injury on the play. And that is Charlie Weaver. So an injury timeout as Weaver gets attention. So with 11 minutes remaining to be played in the game, it's 29-17 Oakland.
From New York to Chicago, an evening with friends can be matched. Beer makes it
What are you
good.
drinking?
There's no debate.
Show us a trick, Charlie.
Beer makes it good. Schlitz makes it great.
11 million times a day, America reaches for a Schlitz.
Since 1849, there's no debate. When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer. Schlitz makes it great.
Inspector, I had the clues.
You have...
Meet me in a silver Mercedes outside.
Mercedes. 79 Ford Granada, an American classic, sometimes confused with a Mercedes.
Inspector, where are you?
I'm in the car.
I'm in the car.
You in the car?
Are you sure you're in a Mercedes?
Oh. One good way to tell Granada is by its sticker price.
Ah, that's a Granada, you fool!
Of course, I can see that.
Well, that alone gives a lot of mileage. And we're ready to go with less than 11 minutes to play in this game. Van Egan has rushed 21 times for 78 yards. Whittington 15 times for 57 yards. It is third down and 5 yards to go at the Detroit 29. As Stabler retreats, sets up, throws the football incomplete. Trying to get a crossing pattern to Raymond Chester.
He was wide open. Little square out pattern to the tight end. Chester was wide open, and you won't see that too often. Stabler missed him. Was not under pressure. He just made a bad pitch.
Fans are saying, go, go. It's fourth down and 5 yards to go. Stabler's going to stay in there, and that means they're going to go. As information is being brought in now. Fourth down and 5 at the Detroit 29. Oakland has a 10-point lead. There's a little more 10.5 minutes to play in the game. Lone set back at Van Egan. And it's incomplete, and the ball goes over on down. Detroit takes over first and 10 at the Lions' 29-yard line.
And again, Kastner was open that time. Last two passes, Kinney was not close to the target.
So trailing now by 12 points, including the safety, a 12-point disadvantage. Detroit will get the football.
Introducing Hertz takeoff rates. Save up to 35% on the average weekday rental when you take off Thursday through Sunday for a minimum of 2 to 3 days. Take off in a subcompact for only $13.95 a day. Fairmont's $15.95. Granada $17.95. Thunderbird's $21.95 a day, all with no charge for mileage. There are some restrictions, so check with Hertz. Take off next weekend with Hertz low takeoff rates.
Get ready for Bobby Benton's rock and roll. Kenny Marshall, Eric Estrada, and more. It's dance, it's roller skating, it's madness like Grease on Wheels. Coming November 20th.
Oakland 29, Detroit 17 in the fourth quarter. First down, Oakland 23, Detroit 12. Detroit in possession now. Danielson still the quarterback. Throws a screen, and it is taken by King, and he's across the 30, popped once, and advances. Stopped at the 33-yard line. Jackson.
He got a good pop by Willie Hall then. Went right through the screen, almost made a great tackle, but he slowed it up.
Picked up 4. It'll be second down and 6 now for the Detroit Lions as Rick Kane comes in, number 32.
Well, they need a big play in this drive, Lindsay, to put something on that board. Put a 7 points on the board, and we've got ourselves a dandy heading down to the final.
Freddie Scott far to the left side. David Hill over to the right side. Luther Blue in motion across. Freddie Scott's got it. In Oakland territory at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Detroit. Jack Tatum made the hit.
Well, it's a good catch, but it was also a great pitch by that man right there. Gary Danielson really fired it right on the nose, Lindsey. 19-yard pickup. I think Scott, is he still down?
I think he is, because the training staff is coming out. Eddie Scott, the man who made the catch, is getting attention.
Jesse Thompson did not even suit up today, so that leaves Leonard Thompson, a 4-year veteran from Oklahoma State, and he has checked in right now.
And the Gulls are getting in a little more action here now in the late afternoon at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Well, there'll be big doings here on CBS.
Moscow Circus and the Calgary Stampede, and then it's the International Women's Gymnastics. That's Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
When play is resumed now, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions, and they have the ball at the 47-yard line. Caught 4 passes today for 88 yards for the Detroit Lions. Washington and Dallas, of course, on CBS on Thanksgiving Day. Redskins and the Cowboys.
And that's for the lead in the NFC Eastern Division. Both teams have 8-4 records. Here comes the reverse.
Yes, the reverse play. Luther Blue has the ball. Luther Blue, and he is spinning his way to the 41-yard line. Mike McCoy finally brought him down.
Otis Sistrunk almost got him behind the line of scrimmage. He smelled it immediately, Lindsey. You see him kick his foot there. Watch Sistrunk now. He's playing on the right side, right defensive end. He's got a good view of it. There's the handoff, and he tries to collar him and misses. And he gets the ball back up to the close to the 40-yard line.
Picked up 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 yards to go. Leave this one on the ground, and right at the sticks. Monty Johnson coming over to make the tackle on Horace King. Here's a final. Denver has defeated the Green Bay Packers by a score of 16-3. That's the final.
So that makes this a must game to keep pace with Denver. Oakland must hold on here in the 4th quarter.
1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions at the 37-yard line.
And next week, Lindsey, we're going to be doing a pretty good football game ourselves up in Green Bay. It'll be Minnesota and Green Bay, and both of them are tied for the lead.
I wanted to ask you, Paul, what does one wear to Green Bay this time of year?
Well, let's see. Mackinac would be formal wear in Green Bay, I think, at this time.
1st and 10. Detroit Lions at the Oakland 37. Danielson going long, and Blue can't get it. That was Lester Hayes who made the move. Lester Hayes.
Here's the end of the play. Now watch. It happens to catch Mr. Blue just on the wrong foot. He couldn't jump up for the football, and Hayes was right there.
So it's 2nd and 10 at the 30. Leonard Thompson running a deep pattern as well that time. Thompson, you see there, number 39, in place of Freddie Scott, who was injured.
He's got a pretty good arm. He looks like he's got a strong arm, Lindsey. He throws it with a little authority.
There's a Blue motion across. Danielson. And it's incomplete. Penalty markers. This is all over.
I tell you, Pat Toomey, the big veteran, 9 years out of Vanderbilt, caused that play to be incomplete. He was playing on the right side, outside, and he just smelled the screen all the way.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Now let's take a look. Watch Toomey here. He's an old veteran. He just always looks back and he sees those white jersey's kind of delayed, and he comes out in the flat, and he causes this pass to be very high and incomplete. Homer Elias, number 61, probably was across the line of scrimmage.
Penalty marked off against.
An eligible man downfield on the offense, number 54. It's second down.
That's the center, Larry
Terry.
I think Elias is downfield also.
Second down and 20. Detroit at the Oakland 47. Danielson. And it's complete. Taken by David Hill. Going to be marked at the 44-yard line. Monty Johnson there. Here's a final. Pittsburgh has defeated Cincinnati by a final score of 7. Third down and 17 yards to go. Detroit at the Oakland 44. Oakland's leading 29-17. Danielson. Thompson.
Oh, he held on.
Diving catch.
What a catch.
Leonard Thompson gathered it in. It's first and 10 at the 24. Lester Hayes made the stop.
He had the football. Watch this. His arms were extended, Lindsey, and he really get popped. And normally, under normal circumstances, usually a receiver's going to drop this. Watch this. Now his arms are extended. Right here, he gets hit, and somehow he holds on to the football. A great catch.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Lions. The ball is at the 24-yard line. This a little delay. Horace King trying to get to the outside. But Otis Sistrunk is there. And a yard, and it'll be second down and 9 at the 23.
The clock continuing to kick down. It's under 6 minutes now. It's got to go for 7.
Gaines has come in, and King has gone out. Bussey's the other running back in the game right now. Danielson. Bussey incomplete. Bill Villapiano there. It'll be third down and 9 yards to go. Detroit at the Oakland 23. Kane is coming in with the next play. Rick Kane from San Jose State.
14 out of 24, 183 yards.
Well, it's dropped by Danielson.
Well, that's a tough one to lose, Lindsey. It was third down.
Yeah, it'll bring up fourth down. It'll be 4th and 11 at the 25.
It's up on the snap. You see Danielson right there. Does not have the football. Couldn't pick it up either, Lindsey, so he had to fall on top of it.
Well, they're trailing by 12, and so they have to go here on fourth down. 5 minutes left to play in the game. Fourth down, 11 yards to go. Detroit at the Oakland 25. Danielson. And incomplete in the end zone.
Beautiful pass.
Luther Blue.
It would have been a good catch, but Lindsey, those are the kind you're paid to make. He put it right there, and Luther Blue had to dive a little bit for the football, but it went right through his hands.
Ball goes over on down to Oakland. Raiders take it over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25. With Paul Horning, and we have 4 minutes 53 seconds remaining to be played in the game. Oakland is leading 29-17. And the Raiders had the ball 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They came in today tied with Denver for the top spot in the Western Division of the AFC. Identical records of 7-4. Denver has won its game today, having defeated the Green Bay Packers. The Raiders need a win to stay even. 1st and 10 at the 25. And Egan going straight up, and he gets to the 27-yard line for 2, which will make it 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Baker and English on the tackle. Bradshaw checking in. Banaszak checking in. At the conclusion of the game, stations in the Detroit area will join 60 Minutes in progress. On the West Coast, 60 Minutes will be seen at its regular time. Whittington got to the 29-yard line for 2. It'll be 3rd down and 6 yards to go there. O'Neill and Newmop made the tackle for the Detroit Lions. And a timeout is taken here by the Detroit Lions. Tonight on CBS, by looking at 60 Minutes, as we told you just a moment ago, what the conditions are. And then enjoy comedy, All in the Family and Alice.
And then Lucille Ball comes to Nashville, followed by Dallas.
That's all on CBS tonight. John Madden talking to Kenny Stabler on the sideline there. Well, you know, Paul, whenever the Oakland Raiders stumble a little bit early in the season, people start to count them out, and then late in the season, they count themselves back in.
Yes, sir. You know, Al Davis, I was talking to him before the football game. He's a very nervous, energetic type of guy. Phillips, his 5th interception on the year. Well, Detroit, of course, has got to fly back to Detroit tonight. Get ready in a hurry. They'll have an off day tomorrow. They play on Thanksgiving Day, only with 2 days against Denver. Here it is. I don't know if that was intended for David Hill or King down in the end zone, but it was an easy interception for Phillips.
Right at the goal line, he returned it to the 22-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They come up slowly. David Hum hits the deck. David Hum, the quarterback, hits the deck, and that will do it. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. That's going to run it out. 2 seconds, and that is it. The final score is Oakland 29, Detroit 17. This is Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning. The NFL on CBS is a presentation of CBS Sports.